Globalists actively trying to start World War III. This may sound like insanity, and you would be correct in thinking so. The truth is, unfortunately, that it's true. The globalists are willing to begin a nuclear war in order to stop the populists and nationalists from reclaiming power. The globalists, headed by the Rothschilds, Rockefellers and the ever-evil George Soros, who are allied with the Saudis and other Gulf states along with the communist Chinese, are all maneuvering in a last-ditch effort to keep control. The Russians, Syrian, Israeli and the American and European people are in their crosshairs. These monsters who are behind the one world government are willing to destroy all of humanity in order to hold on to power. Their insanity-driven greed and need for power will not let them allow a true world of peace and prosperity. Too much time and money has been spent by these criminals to just let go. They truly believe they can survive such a war and come out of the ashes on top. Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump, Nigel Farage and Benjamin Netanyahu lead the list of names that the globalists fear. These are all men who have gone against these puppet masters that have consolidated power by buying, blackmailing, threatening and even killing those who they select to run their different interests. The European Union, United Nations and the presidents and/or prime ministers of most of the world's nations have been controlled by the globalists for decades. Our own presidents Obama, the Bushes, Clinton and so on have worked for the globalists and not for us. Every trade deal was designed to weaken the economy and the ability of the American and European worker to take care of themselves. The European model of socialism was designed not to benefit the people but to force them to become more reliant on the state. Being in truth more reliant on those few who in reality run everything, the globalists. With the people backing Donald Trump, the globalists have given orders to Obama to engage Russia as their attempt to stop Trump's election failed. We have seen the murders of Putin's chauffeur, the Russian ambassador to Turkey along with another high-ranking Russian diplomat being killed while at home in Moscow. We have also seen Russian aircraft, both civilian and military, shot down. These are attempts to force Putin's hand into war. The entire Syrian war is an attempt to create a larger war, as was the Soros-backed overthrow of the democratically elected Ukraine government. The entirely false claim of Russian interference in our last elections is a smokescreen to set up this war. Obama and the globalists know full well that it was members of our own intelligence community that hacked the DNC, Podesta and others and turned it over to Julian Assange of WikiLeaks. As I have said in the past and acknowledged by Dr. Steve Pieczenik, former Assistant Secretary of State and Intelligence Officer, we have true American patriots inside the military and intelligence communities. Let us not forget that it was our U.S. military that outright refused to follow Obama's orders and invade Syria. We now see these former generals who Obama forced into retirement surrounding President-elect Trump, Flynn, Kellogg and Mad Dog Mattis, to name a few. We are technically at war right now, not with Russia but with those in our own government that are controlled by the globalists. They are trying to take our freedom of speech away and are pumping up the propaganda against Trump, the free press, at the same time as Russia. They want to link us all together as so-called enemies of the American people. The truth is that it is they who are controlled by non-US interests in Europe, Saudi Arabia, and China. We have white college professors calling for white genocide, Islamic terrorists being brought in daily by the Obama administration. The Fed is thinking of raising interest rates yet again to slow the Trump boost to the economy. Emerson is pushing their propaganda of lies and deception. The globalists in the Senate and House pushing anti-Russian and anti-American bills. The Chinese threatening others in the South China Sea, Pakistan and India saber-rattling each other, and now Israel under fire from the UN that promises to only create more tensions in the region. There are many small fires that are being intentionally set by the globalists, and if one gust of wind hits any of them, we will witness a war that could be the end of humanity.